Now as television came and the media has come, so people have started shifting focus. When people start talking about happening in US, but they're not talking about happening in India. So the media has just not helped football in a way this helped cricket.
No, the thing is, what I feel is with the level of football standard that exists in the country now, maybe interest in the game is sustained by television coverage. Otherwise, that wouldn't have been also. My time, we were lucky, as I said. We saw Indian football at its peak. You had these long tournaments which you looked forward to. You see, India never had a league structure. There'd be only state leagues. We used to have these month-long tournaments. The Rovers Cup in Bombay, IFA Shield in Calcutta, DCM and Durand in Delhi. So that is what everybody wanted to win and play in. That was the dream. It was like a 4-month Kumbh Mela every year for about 4 to 5 months.
Like for Delhi Durand Cup, for Mumbai Rovers Cup, and then
Calcutta IFA Shield. For Delhi, both DCM and Durand. And DCM were the first to bring foreign clubs to domestic football. So, we were lucky we saw the best of Indian football. It was very entertaining. At present, I think maybe TV is helping because it is at least preserving people's interest because they see the best of world football. But sadly, it's not translating into, Indian football as such because the overall, we've reduced the number of tournaments. The focus is only on a few leagues. Lesser and lesser players are playing. And the quantity is declining. Earlier, the competition was immense. For one position, there was so much competition.
So like earlier, we talking. I remember I have seen footage of 97, 98. So that time, the Goan League or the CFL state league was doing well. The national team was also doing well. So do you think just having a national league, like I-League or ISL, or not to do anything at state level is hammering? Because if you got good CFL, because somebody's playing, Mohan Bagan has 36 players, right? So they are playing at least 11 plus 11, 22 players they're playing I-League. What other players are doing? Because they don't have good, the state league only goes 2 months or 1 month. And what for the remaining time, those players are not doing anything. So state league is important or not?
State league is important. India is, as everybody realizes, is a very difficult country because of our vast geographical area. We are like a continent. We are as big as Europe. When JCT used to play the league and I-League or the NFL especially, when they played in January, February, the Goa teams who went there used to shiver. Nobody buys woolen clothes in Goa. They had to come to Delhi and buy woolen clothes. This never happens in Europe. If it's cold, in Russia it's colder. But it's not that you're coming from hot to cold. And of course for JCT also coming with blazer, muffler and going to Kerala to play or Goa to play was also a major difference. So it's very difficult to decide on what structure suits India. It requires a lot of years and years of research and thinking. There is no harm in state leagues, but also the mistake being made then or being made now is that Mohun Bagan and East Bengal, because they are obsessed with statistics and wanting why 135, 36, they play the same players there. Mohun Bagan and East Bengal should play their B team in the state league.
Yeah, like Brazilian clubs do.
Yes, like they do. In the state leagues, they should play their B team, younger teams, and not play the main players or in the I-League. Otherwise, those players get tired. The biggest fault I feel what Indian football has done is we've stopped all domestic tournaments. Earlier, there used to be domestic tournaments, so institutional teams would recruit players. Players got jobs. From some of them, some good players emerged. So now there's no incentive. What is 10, 12 I-League clubs, 8 ISL franchisees, maybe a few second division clubs, 25 clubs in a country of our population. What will we produce? How many players can that player? If the Goa clubs are going to close down, young talent in Goa is going to go nowhere. So we should have more tournaments. We can't follow a European model. You have to travel from Kerala to Punjab or to Shillong is practically impossible because you have to change. You have to go by bus. Yes, you have to go by bus from Calcutta or from Guwahati. From Guwahati you have to go by taxi or bus or something. So the Europe you get from anywhere within 2 hours. So it's very difficult. India has to rethink There has to be a feeder system. The I-League is fine. It's a good idea that you at the top level you reach at a professional level, but the supply is not there. Until that supply base comes, everybody, it comes as an occasional Chetri, an occasional Baichung, one in a generation player, like that. That is what happens.
Yeah. So the system or support we're talking about, like in Europe, so what they do is that they send their youth teams to the different tournaments. We had tournament, we closed them. We could have made them like under 19 or under 21 or under 18 or under 15.